Hey, this is Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop. I'm going to start with the obligatory, seems to be mandatory, Bone Shaker Custom. This is just in the beginning phases. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I haven't gotten that far, but I wanted to kind of go over a few things that I'm doing. So this is an older, I say older, maybe 2007. So it's got the open top, the gold wheels, chrome base, chrome interior. This is a Jada big time muscle car, Chevelle 69, and I wanted to use the tires and rims off of this because I just thought it was going to look pretty cool. And as simple as it sounds, it turned into a little bit more of a problem. Reason being is the diameter of the axles on the Jada cars are a lot, well, I say a lot bigger, in scale, a lot bigger. And it was obviously a pro street, so the axle, not that I'll be able to probably show it very well, but the axle is pretty short. So I ran into a couple problems. So let me take this off here. So the first thing I did to take these off was obviously to move the tab. Get these out of the way here. And I ran into some problems because the shaft right here, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, right here is thin. So I had to use my Dremel to widen the gap here and here. So that was problem number one. Problem number two is when you put the wheel in, it wasn't just a matter of the width, but also the depth because of the diameter. So I had to take the groove down a little bit at a time until it looked pretty good and keep dry fitting it. Then at the top of that, when you put this on, okay, I also had to notch out just a little bit right here because it was crushing the axle and the wheels wouldn't spin. I had to do the same on the back. So the same thing right here. This was flat. And I also did the same thing on the back. I actually had to take a little bit more because also right here was too narrow. So I had to go down in width as well. So the next problem I ran into, it seems like one problem after, it's not really a problem, but it was something that needed to be solved, and was these wheels, because the shaft diameter of the axle was almost twice the size of a Hot Wheels. I needed to find an axle. So I haven't painted this yet. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's definitely green. So what I did is I measured the original axle, and then I went to Michael's, the craft store, and at the advice of my wife, and she was right, not that I'll ever admit that in person, but I ended up getting this, which is Ashland stem wire. And this is 16 gauge, and it's used for floral arrangements. It actually works perfectly. So I tried a few different ones. 16 gauge seemed to be about the best, so I cut it to the right length, and after grooving it all down, just keep constantly, little by little, I got it sitting perfectly. Doesn't help if you hit the camera. So now you're looking at something like this. And so now it's got just the right stance that I was looking for. I think it looks pretty good. Future for this is I'm going to lock off these stacks, and I'm going to put on this, I am going to cut this part off, and I'm going to stick it on top. I measured it already, and it measures and works out perfectly size-wise. Then I'm going to take the base, and obviously I'm going to paint it. I don't like chrome interior. I think it's just, I don't know, it doesn't look very realistic, obviously. So after that, I'll go through and detail the interior, the chassis, and then I want to take the pipes and I'm going to drill out just a little bit on each. I'm going to attempt to without breaking it. Drill out each one of these, put a little black on it. I'm going to weather the motor. I'm going to strip the chassis. I'm not sure if I'm going to paint it or if I'm going to leave it bare metal and clear it. The only other thing I got to figure something out is this. Not a fan of the skull on the front. I like skulls, but I'm not a fan. I may either try to grind it smooth without affecting the lights, because I really like these driving lights that it has. But I'm not sure. I may end up just coloring the eyes red and calling it a day. And the only other thing I might do is modify the shifter and have something that kind of sticks out past the roof, kind of Ed Roth style. And then the only other thing I might do, going back to the paint, is I might weather it and have it look like a real rat rod. So that's that. And I have had this since 2007. I've never opened it. I'm going to open it because, I don't know, it could be dead tomorrow for all I know. So here we go. And we still don't know what it is because the glue. What is it? This is from 2007. Nice. You have got the DC Comics Batmobile from 2007, or their Hot Wheels version of it. Yeah, I'm not that impressed. All that waiting, 11 years, and it's that. Life's full of disappointment, kids. Anyways, so that's that. I'm slowly getting my shop set up. It's been a while since I've done anything with Hot Wheels, so I sold all my stuff, and I'm just now getting back into it. I've got quite a bit of stuff already. You forget how much it costs to get into this, and just to have all the right items. So I'm still waiting on my compressor for my airbrush. I do have the airbrush at least, and I need some miscellaneous stuff, sandpaper, mineral spirits, things like that. So anyways, I wanted to give a heads up. I'm hoping to have an update for this on Wednesday, and Wednesdays will be my call them work in progress Wednesdays, and hopefully I have something to show you. If not, I'll have probably already started on another one. I want to try to keep 2 or 3 going at all times so I can constantly update and then show you what I'm running into for issues, if any. The other thing that I had seen, that's the problem with customizing, you never run out of ideas, is cutting right along here and getting rid of this entire hood opening. The problem with that is this post. So obviously if you cut this here, you have nothing for this. I'm not sure if that's going to be something I'm going to do on this one, or if I run across another bone shaker, maybe I'll do it on that and try. I just hate having to glue everything back together when I can screw it. I haven't tapped this yet, but so anyways, that's it. I hope you guys liked it or got some sort of information. Like I said, I know the bone shaker is like the quintessential first custom, and since I haven't done it in a long time, I figured I'd start with that. I've had this thing for, I don't know, probably about the same amount of time. 2007, 2008 was the last time I started collecting. So thanks again, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, hit subscribe and hit the like button, because that helps get this shared and spread around. So thank you.